From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. Hazleton City Council has voted in favor of applying for a nearly $240,000 state grant that would pay for equipment to train Hazleton police officers. The officers trained plan to launch a group violence intervention program to target crime and violence throughout the city. WYLN's Maria Senti has more on the story.
At Wednesday night's Hazleton City Council meeting, members voted unanimously in favor of applying for a state grant that could eventually help target crime and violence throughout the city.
What the mayor and I have in the plan is to move forward with the concept and the strategy of incorporating technology and increased police presence with data-driven hotspot policing with this group intervention violence strategy, which is being used all over the nation.
The nearly $240,000 gaming grant would cover the cost of 5 computers, 3 marked and 2 unmarked patrol vehicles, and other necessary equipment for Hazleton police officers. The equipment would be used to train patrolmen who plan to launch a group violence intervention program in Hazleton.
It would be used for the police department to go after some new innovative ways of policing.
Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziali says an expert from the National Network for Safe Communities will train Hazleton police officers on matters such as the history of policing and treating every non-fatal shooting as if it were a homicide.
The company that will come in and put us through what we call Ceasefire University, it will stay here as coordinated so that we can do call-ins. Once we identify through intelligence all of the groups that are creating the violence, then we will call them in.
The intervention program would not only target individuals who are responsible for crime in the city. It also aims to narrow down gangs and groups who conduct violence.
Most criminals don't have the support from family and friends that is needed to help straighten out their lives. And this is one of the ways, and that one of the things in this program that, could help somebody. We'd rather help somebody than incarcerate somebody.
After narrowing down these community clusters and groups creating violence in the city, law enforcement will connect them with the appropriate representatives from social services and other organizations, along with offering them treatment for substance abuse.
It's called the Safe City Initiative, or the National Safe Cities, and it's done with Dr. Kennedy out of John Jay, and I've been working with him for years, and this shows a tremendous decline in violence and crime overall.
Police Chief Jerry Speziali says the goal of this program is to warn perpetrators that gun violence and other crimes will not be tolerated in the city. It also aims to provide these people with the help and resources they need to redirect them in a more positive direction. If the city secures the state grant, the training program would take about 2 weeks to complete. The group violence intervention program would begin a few months later. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Sinti.
An alleged gang member has entered a guilty plea to third-degree murder. 20-year-old Kanyu Pennock agreed to testify against his co-defendant, Tevon Mullah Thomas. Thomas and Pennock allegedly were members of the Crips gang. Prosecutors allege Thomas shot and killed 23-year-old Irvando Crooks over a drug-dealing dispute on North Sherman Street in September of 2016. In exchange for Pennock's testimony, additional charges of conspiracy to commit murder and tampering with evidence were dropped. He could face a maximum 20 to 40 years in prison. A civil lawsuit approved by Luzerne County Council was filed yesterday in federal court. The suit accuses opioid manufacturers of racketeering and claims that they falsely represented the drugs to doctors and patients, stating they would rarely cause addictions. The lawsuit was started because of the opioid epidemic in Luzerne County. Drug overdose deaths have risen from 67 in 2013 to 140 in 2016. Lackawanna County and Delaware have filed similar suits. The Luzerne County suit seeks unspecified damages. They have retained a Dallas, Texas law firm to litigate the case. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Pennsylvania say 3 people from Luzerne County have been charged with various drug trafficking and firearms offenses. 44-year-old Roberto Torner and 33-year-old Liza Robles, both of Freeland, and 48-year-old David Lagonis of Weatherly could face up to 20 years each for the narcotics charges and up to 10 years for the firearms charges. The Pennsylvania State Police Bureau of Liquor Control Enforcement executed search warrants and inspections at licensed liquor establishments and other locations in Lackawanna, Luzerne, and Wyoming counties yesterday. Dozens of unauthorized electronic gaming machines and more than $400,000 were seized as part of the ongoing investigation into illegal gambling. Prosecutions in the case will be handled by the Pennsylvania Office of Attorney General. General complaints regarding suspected gambling violations or violations involving liquor licensed establishments may be made by contacting the Pennsylvania State Police Bureau of Liquor Enforcement at 800-932-0602. Lansford's Borough Council president is accused of simple assault, that after a dispute over a parking spot that allegedly turned physical back in September. 69-year-old Martin Stephen Ditsky, who lost his bid for another 4-year term on Lansford Council on Tuesday, now faces a misdemeanor charge of simple assault after a dispute that occurred the night of September 4th outside his home on East Abbott Street. The victim said Ditsky grabbed her by the arm and bent her fingers back for more than a minute while she held a 1-year-old child. She also accused him of slamming her car door, striking her 4-year-old son's leg. State police noted that Ditsky smelled of alcohol during the incident. Lansford police initially responded, but then turned the case over to state police the next day because of a potential conflict of interest with Ditsky serving on council, allegedly telling the responding officer he was in the wrong and should not have lashed out. It looks like residents in East Union Township voted to re-elect their current supervisor, according to unofficial results. Unofficial returns from the Schuylkill County Election Bureau show Supervisor John Detry, a Democrat, received 278 votes to 277 for Republican Robert Jabardi. 2 write-in votes were cast for the 6-year term as supervisor. East Union will have a new tax collector in 2018. Republican Vicki Bevins received 332 votes to Democrat Mary Steitzer's 225. Bevins won the Republican nomination on a write-in campaign in the May primary. She will now serve a 4-year term. Coming up on WYLN News, the latest on open burning in Butler Township, plus what do the game Clue, a paper airplane, and a wiffle ball have in common? Don't go away, we'll tell you. But first, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Finally, a car buying experience where it's quick, transparent, and you're set for life. At Hazelton Honda, every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, lifetime state inspections, and Sunday express service. A gigantic selection to choose from, always amazing prices, courteous and expert sales staff, convenient store hours. Discover the joy of buying at Hazelton Honda, where you are set for life.
For the holidays, there's no better place to have your holiday party or family get-together than Basili's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, 401 Claremont Avenue in Tamaqua. They have remodeled the entire restaurant with a new addition and cozy fireplace to add to the holiday spirit. Just call and book your party. You'll choose your dinner from a full menu, everything from pasta, chicken, veal, and seafood. The new bar will be open with all your favorite drinks. Basili's is open 7 days a week, serving lunch and dinner. Dine in or take out.
Supervisors in Butler Township, Luzerne County announced that the exemption period for open burning in Butler Township begins Friday, November 10th and will extend through Wednesday, November 22nd. A permit is not required for open burning in the township during this time, and the 500 feet requirement is also lifted for that period only. The fire department does not need notification when burning, and all burning must be supervised. The hours for burning, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Burning is not permitted on Sunday. Residents are reminded the exemption period is for leaves, yard, and garden cleanup only, and not for burning household items. The supervisors reserve the right to cancel the open burning period should conditions become too dry. The board game Clue, the wiffle ball, and the paper airplane are the newest inductees into the National Toy Hall of Fame. This year's other finalists were the board game Risk, the Magic 8 Ball, Matchbox Cars, My Little Pony, Pez Candy Dispenser, Play Food, Sand, Transformers, and the card game Uno. The trio was honored at the upstate New York Hall earlier today, the class of 2017 taking its place along more than 60 previous honorees that include the Dollhouse, the Jump Rope, and the Radio Flyer Wagon. Coming up on Sand Springs News Choice, a fundraiser for the Emmanuel Christian School will have details in Community and You, plus Tom Sage as Neil Diamond. He'll be on stage at the Wiltsey Center. Details and a ticket giveaway coming up. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
It's Octoburger, the sale so big they named a month after it. At Burger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Lowest price of the season on all the 2017 in-stock Wranglers. Lease a 2018 Jeep Cherokee Limited for only $199 a month. Save 20% on any 2017 Ram Bighorn in stock.
It's the Jeep Celebration event at Ram Power Days. At Burger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Burger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
For more than 45 years, S.J. Kowalski has been installing and servicing high-efficiency heating and air conditioning systems. Customer satisfaction, safety, and quality have always been their #1 priority, and they have the track record to prove it. Act now for your S.J. Kowalski Lennox rebate up to $1,600 and 0% interest for up to 72 months. Lennox and S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN, everyone. I'm Gary Perna. I'm very pleased to have Susan with me from Emmanuel Christian School. You are the business administrator, and you are here to talk about a great event, a second annual event going on, all to benefit the school, and you're here to have a very well-known speaker at the event. So Susan, first, welcome, and first time here with us. So give us a little bit of a background of Emmanuel Christian School, what it is, and the event going on.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here and really appreciate you having us. Emmanuel Christian School has been around for 30 years, and we've been in a building on Locust Street in Hazleton for the last 20. We are a private Christian school, but most recently, in the last 2 years, we did kind of a 180 as a school and decided to be very intentional about investing in the city of Hazleton. So we are trying to make the high academic education that we provide more accessible to students who normally would not have a shot at that level of education.
Wonderful and great. And I know for many private schools, fundraising and doing stuff like that is very vital to make sure the doors stay open. You guys are a small school. I know we've been in there many times with some stories. It's a great feeling. The kids are very close. So an event like this that you guys are having at the Hayden Tower is so important to make sure that the kids get this education.
Yeah, it's very important. I don't know if there's any private school that is able to function on tuition alone. The cost of education is just much higher, and so we all rely on support from donors. In particular, at Emmanuel Christian, we are really calling on the business community to support what we're doing, as we know that local businesses are already invested in the city, and we believe that what we're doing is joining them and partnering to make the city a better place by starting with the kids.
So let's talk about this great event coming up at the Hayden Tower on, I have to flip the card so I don't mess it up, on Friday, November 17th on the 11th floor. And if no one's ever been up there, it's actually really neat. You get a really cool view of the city. But this is an evening of hope. So what are we doing at this event, and who are we going to have there that's kind of our special guest?
Yeah. So this is our second year having it. It's called the Dessert Evening of Hope. And the reason it's called Evening of Hope is because we're going to be sharing about how we are bringing hope to the city of Hazleton and the children in the city. We will be sharing about the mission of the school, and folks who attend will get to know a little bit more about who's leading the school and what we're doing. But we are very excited to have Lisa Fenn attending. She is a former ESPN producer, and she wrote a book called Carry On. She at one point was assigned to do a story on two high school boys who were wrestlers. One of the boys sadly had lost his legs in a train accident when he was a young boy, and the other one was legally blind. And these boys had an amazing camaraderie and friendship between them. So she went to do a story, and over the months of interviewing them and doing her job as an ESPN producer, she really got to know them, and then over time felt called to be more than just an interviewer. So long story short, she ended up adopting them, and their lives were very transformed and changed. One of them ended up getting the bronze medal in the Paralympics.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really amazing. So she's coming, and she's going to be sharing her story, but also using that to talk about how lives are transformed through relationship, and how what we're doing at Emmanuel Christian School is starting with relationship, and really that's the key to transforming a lot of these students' lives and giving them opportunity that they would not otherwise have.
So this sounds like a great event. If somebody wants to take part in the event and attend, how can they do so? Is there a charge, and is there an RSVP date?
Yeah, so it is not too late for anyone to attend who would like to attend. The best way to do that, to RSVP, would be to email, and that is ICS, for Emmanuel Christian School, at icshazelton.org. And there is an RSVP date of November 10th, ideally, just so I can get a head count, but it's open. The event is no charge. It is a fundraiser, but we are using a model where we don't charge people to attend. We just want people to feel free to come and hear what we're about and what we're doing, and then they can decide if that's something that they would like to support or not on their own.
Wonderful.
And it's dessert and coffee.
Dessert and coffee. Well, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
And again, it is a second annual Dessert Evening of Hope benefit Emmanuel Christian School on Friday, November 17th at 7 p.m. on the 11th floor of the Hayden Tower at the Markle. A great room to be in. And I said you get this wonderful view, and you guys do so much great work at Emmanuel Christian. A very, like I said, close-knit school, and it has been in the Locust Street School for the last 20 years. I couldn't believe when he said 20 years. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And a lot going on with you guys. And again, if you want to be part of it, you want to come out, just RSVP to Susan, and she can get all the information for that. And again, I'll give you real quick, if somebody is interested in the school, maybe to send their child there, how can they do so, and how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so if someone's interested in admissions, the best way is to call the school, and that number is 570-459-1111, and they can talk to our admissions coordinator, and she'll walk them through the process. We give them a tour, and we do placement testing and kind of tell them all about it. Wonderful. And we try and take whoever we can serve. So I always encourage people to come and check us out, and yeah, we do our best to take whoever we can.
Wonderful. So again, if you want to support this school and you want to learn more about them, this Dessert Evening of Hope is a great opportunity. Friday, November 17th, 7 p.m. at the Hayden Tower at Markle, and you still have time to RSVP. All the information has been up on your screen, and thanks so much for joining us with this.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it.
No problem. We welcome you back anytime here to WYLN. Thanks for joining us, everyone, here on Community News. We'll see you next time.
For the holidays, there's no better place to have your holiday party or family get-together than Basili's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, 401 Claremont Avenue in Tamaqua. They have remodeled the entire restaurant with a new addition and cozy fireplace to add to the holiday spirit. Just call and book your party. You'll choose your dinner from a full menu, everything from pasta, chicken, veal, and seafood. The new bar will be open with all your favorite drinks. Basili's is open 7 days a week, serving lunch and dinner. Dine in or take out.
Finally, a car buying experience where it's quick, transparent, and you're set for life. At Hazelton Honda, every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, lifetime state inspections, and Sunday express service. A gigantic selection to choose from, always amazing prices, courteous and expert sales staff, convenient store hours. Discover the joy of buying at Hazelton Honda, where you are set for life.
Your body was made to move, fluidly and with ease. If the need for joint replacement surgery has stopped you in your tracks, it's time for a plan that can put you back in motion faster. The area's most experienced surgeons, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
WYLN has tickets to give away tonight for an upcoming show at the Wiltse Center. Tom Sage as Neil Diamond is coming to Hazleton Friday, November 17th. For your chance to win 2 tickets to see Tom as Neil, all you have to do is call us right now, 570-459-1869, extension 1172. Leave your name, phone number, and town you're calling from. Your name will be added to the drawing and picked at random. Again, that show is Friday, November 17th. Doors open at 6:30 with the show starting at 7 o'clock. So call now. Good luck. And if you've never seen Tom Sage as Neil Diamond, well, if you've seen Neil Diamond, you won't be able to tell them apart. Last call to RSVP for the upcoming Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce Red Carpet Breakfast. State Representative Jerry Mullery will continue the Chamber's legislative series at the event Thursday, November 16th. The breakfast will be held at the Keystone Job Corps. The program begins at 7:45 and runs till 9 a.m. A full breakfast will be served at the upcoming breakfast program for a $20 fee for Chamber members, $25 for non-Chamber members. Chamber members and guests who would like to attend should contact the Chamber office at 570-455-1509, extension 101, or register online at hazletonchamber.org, and you should do so by Monday, November 13th. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
For more than 45 years, S.J. Kowalski has been installing and servicing high-efficiency heating and air conditioning systems. Customer satisfaction, safety, and quality have always been their #1 priority, and they have the track record to prove it. Act now for your S.J. Kowalski Lennox rebate up to $1,600 and 0% interest for up to 72 months. Lennox and S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
It's Octoberger, the sale so big they named a month after it.
Save over $4,000 on the purchase of any 2017 Buick Encore from stock. Get $4,000 down payment assistance from GM Financial on the purchase of any 2017 GMC Acadia. Save over $8,500 on the purchase of this 2017 GMC 2500 Double Cab.
At Berger Buick GMC, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
Tickets are now on sale for the annual Sounds of the Season concert at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton. Ring in the holidays with performances by the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, Fabergé Follies, Fabergé School of Dance. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. Sounds of the Season is brought to you by these businesses.
Bring it on down. Let me move some things around because the lyrics is in. Bring it on down. Take it higher. Bring it on down. Take it higher. Take it higher. Take it higher. Bring it on down. Take it higher. Take it higher. Take it higher. Bring it on down. Take it higher. Take it higher. Take it higher. Bring it on down. Take it higher. Take it higher. Take it higher. Bring it on down. Take it higher. Take it higher. Take it higher. Feel your body burn with desire. So let's go for the rock.